Welcome guys to Paladin's 1v1 Cup. This will be an 8-day tournament, and every day at supposedly 12 GMT we will start here and have one master who will play against all other 7 players in the format that we will have. He will have the choice of civilization and also the choice against the map. So this start, ACCM is our master, and he decided to play Arabia against Mr. Paladin, the organizer and supposedly the weakest player. So let's just jump into this game number 1. We have ACCM playing the Burmese, and on the other side we have Paladin playing the Aztecs. And, well, interesting close spawning position here as well. What's the Viper trash talking today about? Some new hype I can get into? No, never. No trash talking. Just real facts. Finally, a game. Indeed, we started 44 minutes late. Well, maybe just Chinese things. Solid map here, very close together. Gold, berries, and woodline. Tough to forward that one. If you have one defensive tower, you should be in a fine position. But, well, Aztecs could be achieved with good aggression as well. Remember, guys, ACCM is not allowed to pick the civilizations again in his challenge. There seems to be some restriction for the challenges as well, but we don't know about that yet. Paladin is a bit weaker, but he's so cool. Yeah, he is basically the Chinese nearly. Too old, can't really compete anymore, but doing great work for the community. Organizing tournaments and being the fun guy around. Probably Belize and Paladin for the weakest player. I think Lux could have some troubles as well. And I think Vivi won't be that dominant on those maps, but we'll see. Chinese nearly. Yeah. Well, I did a Paladin against Baek challenge at my last 44-hour stream, and Paladin won the Arabia War against Baek there. I believe in the end he won 5-2, but only after granting Baek a restart as well. After Baek's king got wall in. So, well, it actually could have been a closer series than that. Now getting the first boar in here, or second boar actually, pushing the first deer. 4 on wood on both sides, so kind of expecting every day. 5-2 isn't bad against Baek, and that's what I'm trying to say. And as I said, this easily been a 5-3. At least the German Paladin. I'm the German Teutonic Knight. It was 5-3 basically. Yeah, somewhat. Was kind of weird. I remember. And it was like a $200 show match or something. So, and Paladin just said, well, I don't want to win this way. After he walled in the king. And it was like an open area like this, and he just like palisaded gate 3 times, and then the king was trapped. And then he was like proud of himself. Yeah, I trapped the king, but let's restart and play a real game. And then he just gets crushed. Fields Paladin man. ACCM, not knowing where his enemy is, builds the barracks somewhat towards this area, but knowing the relic position, he somewhat should know that Paladin is over here, right? Huh. Nikov says, I'll obviously pick Regicide Fortress with his Baek and just sit and wait for his king. Well, not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. Mr. Fire in the house as well. Burning hot here in Germany, so it makes a lot of sense. I would pick any map versus fire. Well, DP as well. 2 on gold over here. Let's take a look. Now sending some on gold at that side. Paladin with the 8-second slower start. No biggies. Well, actually, no. Okay. And we'll see how they will play this out M&A aggression will go into that direction. And yeah, Paladin is not scouting properly as well. Both players haven't found each other. Look at that. And actually, no, those are the 2 gold spots of Paladin. Quite open. We have gold spots, 1 defensive one, 1 open one. Now we see the forward of ACCM. Is he on stone? I see 3 villagers on stone. So ACCM playing the whole Vivi style. Let's see how. Oh la la! Paladin is trying to attack with 6 villagers here. That will be a very intense start. Let's see how both players are playing this out. Instantly seeing each other. The scout of ACM is around. Eagle Warrior of Paladin is coming over. Getting a lot of hits done against the first villager. M&A upgrade will be earlier for ACM. Let's see, 4 militia against 4 militia. Is he even building a 5th one? Looks like it. 5 militia here, 1 villager down. Eagle Warrior taking a lot of hits. M&A upgrade still not in research here for Paladin. What is he doing? Uh-oh, he overproduced. He queued up too many villagers. I believe that's a small mistake. M&As now will be very brutal here against the militia. He maybe should have cancelled 1 more here. Going for 4 would have made more sense, but he's taking quite a good fight here before the M&A upgrade actually finishes. And I can see only 2 M&A left and very low HP. At the moment, the KD 5-4. Guys, what are we witnessing here? M&A upgrade now coming in, but that's going to be too late. No M&A still left, and he is finishing that upgrade. That's just such a big mistake. Look at that. Not a single M&A out, and he is getting that upgrade on. That's so bad. 6-6 KD now. Still 1 M&A out, and well, that could be a loss here. Yes, indeed. Adding an archer range now. Well, Paladin, not that sharp. Not that sharp in that decision making. Went for 1 militia too much, then finished his M&A upgrade after losing all of them. He's fine. Well, we will see. We will see. I lost 10 vil. Does Paladin ask? Well, he only lost 1 villager actually. I lost 10 vil. I'm not sure. He lost his 5 militia, 1 eagle. So that was actually the first loss. Didn't lose any in the early engagement. Has enough stone for 2nd defensive tower. Nikov, thank you so much for your support. T90 fine. Now we're sending more villagers to the front. Oh, that's a tower that I don't understand that much. Yeah, it kind of gives him the option to still keep his archer range, but oh, that's just costly. Oh, M&A is continuing to attack that tower. Seems at the moment Paladin is only building it with 1. The other ones are blocked. He's deleting the house to get a better surface area. This looks like ACM's tower is going to go up. Paladin's tower at the same time. Still under heavy pressure. Trying to micro-back villagers. 1 lost there at the front. Make that 2. 3rd volley. And oh god, that's just so costly. 10-6 KD now. And he could easily wall that tower in now. ACM with a pretty solid start. Now 7 population ahead, 3 villagers, and at the moment military count is 5-1. No chance here for Paladin to get onto anything really. Eagles won't do much. He doesn't have the eagle to go for eagles. M&As neither. Okay, what's the next step? ACM had enough stone for another tower even. And another one. Going for another archer range is Paladin here as well. And the trust continues. I think could have been even 1 or 2 tiles closer. Easy win here. Yeah, well, Paladin potentially won't take a lot of wins here. We'll see one day. Well, he plays 7 games, but he's a smart guy. As I said, he's the Chinese Nilly, so maybe he comes up with some nice strategies, but no quick walls. Ay. What's the strategy? I'm going on some archers, even queuing up some here. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Another tower. That's the one he needs to wall though. Villager is quite idle as well. Where is the transition going to go for ACCM? She's just going for Rambai here. Not that many farms to transition into castle age properly. That's completely walled, so he is completely walled now. If that's all walled. Oh, and now some aggression here. Only one M&A left. Going for wheelbarrow. That will be a dead tower for sure. The M&A not attacking. But we'll have some... What? I didn't expect 3 spearmen to come around. Oh, and that's still so many idle villagers here. Oh, and if he just snipes those archers, he is in such a fine spot. Let's take a look. He has a +1 attack. Did right click on them, but the damage output simply isn't high enough here. And it doesn't even kill a single archer. Well, he killed 1 archer. That's pretty good for him. And kills another one here. Now pulling off some of the villagers. And oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake here by Paladin. Oh, and they are getting hit now. I believe this could be GG, guys. Oh, Paladin. Still so many idle villagers. Can fight those down now. Archer trying to come in. Those aren't really working. Will microbank that villager. Nice move here. But actually 2 HP and we'll jump in. Good job here. Cutting down those. And 5 HP, 2 HP, and we'll die in the end. Tough job, and I don't like that he split that off. And even losing all of them under the tower here. This is so GG, guys. Yeah, and can't even kill that tower. Wrong move here, wrong reaction to all that aggression. I think it was lost very early on. Ripperino, poor Paladin, and this could be the first win for ACCM, who now should maybe build a market, if you ask me. Or that villager get out. We might still have a hole. What is this? Okay, there's a... Huh? Is there a palisade in between? Is this open? Looks like it's open. So weird. So weird. Why is he going for so many spearmen? I don't understand it. Okay, now the market, so he will buy himself up, sends more villagers on stone, and I'm absolutely expecting a douche. Well, this is still open, regardless. Okay, fighting down that tower. ACM buying current food will click up any second, and yeah, that's finally what. Lost that villager. Oh. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Continuing to delay his tournament even further than this. Well, maybe he gets higher viewer numbers later on. Is this open or not? It's so weird. I cannot really click anything here. So. If this is open and he starts attacking houses, that would be so weird. Okay, we'll never know. Towers up. Paladin, I believe in the end he will get through, but look at that. All the villagers are super low on HP as well. Why are we seeing this? Alt plus click? It's control plus click. Yeah, but I tried that. I think... the archers isn't... not getting in any further. Why are we still in this game, guys? Well, he won't even break through. Or maybe he will. Well, surprisingly, he's still 5... How is he still 5 villagers ahead? GG. Well, this game was basically over at 13 minutes. We watched it for another 12. Nothing too big here, and from now on, I expect the games to be closer and more entertaining. As you all know, guys, Paladin is the organizer of the tournament, and probably, well, he's still like top 100 player in the world, right? But yeah, ACCM is just an absolute beast here, as we saw. Sweet stuff out of him. Alt plus click and spectating. Okay, maybe spectating is different. Islands versus Belize. Okay, so now we don't have any more Burmese. And ACCM picked Paladin. And he's now picking Belize on islands. And we don't have Burmese anymore. Oh, Jinghua instead of Vivi. Interesting. So 1.57, the other scoreboard as well. Do I really want to update that every time? Okay. Excited to see Nikov. Yeah, so am I. Big fan of him. Jingo is playing with Stray Dog, Whoop, Joffrey in the third Chinese team. Don't even know. Who's playing second then? CL, Tim. How was Ancila Nelly? So nice, so nice. So many lovely people. Actually quite a high level as well. If you can play 4v4s and the lowest guy is 1900. Actually at quite a high level on that LAN. And had like two 4v4s running at the same time. Had a blast, drank a lot. Did some barbecue, some poker quiz, and yeah, chilling with all the guys was just beautiful. Really lovely. How can the game be heavy when I came out in 90s? It's Age of Empires 1 DE, that's the remake. Age of Empires 1 was like 200 megabytes. It wasn't even the full city at that time. Tim getting back into SY. That's rumors I heard as well, but they didn't sign up with him. Okay, then let's jump into game number 2, shall we? This is Islands, and we have ACCM playing against Belize, or I believe his real name is like Villese, because that's his first name in Finnish. Wuppertal pictures all over the webs. I have no idea, guy. Don't you, Kelly? You cannot ask me like what is going on there, and don't give me any thoughts or any input. I don't know what you're talking about. I cannot give you anything. Italians picked by both players. Probably we will see quite a lot of Italian wars on islands here. Potentially even 8. That's kind of the downside of that format. We'll be happy to have fun. Already practice a bunch of team games together. Okay. Huh. Well, that leaves us with 1 spot open for qualifiers, right? Cloud already signed up as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we will see. Would be a shame if they only got 1 team through into the real stage. How's now? This is so weird for the players that they have to sit around for 4 hours now. Oh, only hit the ball once. Normally you want to hit it twice, yeah. ACM. With the risky move. Now you only got 1 hit again. Does the ball remember? No, it doesn't. Ay, 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 ay. When the ball runs back, you only need to hit it once, though. You don't need to take any hits. Normally you want to take 2 hits, then it follows, but if it runs back, you don't need to take any hits. Okay, I will take a look at the Wuppertal thing now. There's nothing here. Ah, well, okay, yeah. Well, there has been huge storm yesterday in like west of Germany, and huge rain, way more than we are used to in Germany. For me, it was completely weird because we had like 32 degrees and not a single cloud in the air, or on the sky. But apparently, like, trains did stop, people evacuated their houses and everything, and as you can see, even the malls were completely flooded there. Yeah. That's weird. What is weird? This map? This doesn't look like Arabia! I can hear AU music in random map games, but not in... Don't want to hear the end of the story. Sounds like a sad one. Well, why is ACM building another house here? I was sticking up with 24 anyways. Weird stuff. Okay, so it starts 52, 57 at the 9-minute mark. Ah. Hamburg weather. Yeah, I think it will be really, really tough for Niels Apartment Cup. First games will start at 14 German time. So that's basically... Oh no, wait. 12 GMT, yeah. 14 German time. That's going to be so damn hot. Poor MBL and Jordan. CT is 12 GMT, I know. I know that Germany is +2, but I didn't really know when I scheduled it. Only 4 on gold here. Normally you want to have more than that. Mayday! 2, 1, 3, 0. Mayday, mayday. Thank you so much. Mayday, mayday. We got us up. Double X flying in for both. Kind of as we expect. 2 dogs out. Waiting for the third one. Not producing out of the second one though. Small mistake there by Mr. ACCM. And third dog is now flying in for Village. Lugur, Twitch Prime. Yeah, TST, that's right. Yeah. Less temperatures, and everyone is complaining about the weather. Not a lot of people are complaining about the weather. I'm just like feeling for the players and their playing conditions. And obviously, thank you for being around and participating in the chat, but keep the chat in English, unless it's German day, and you can talk in German. Now going for the first demo here. Getting quite a lot of hits off here. The Lees needs to go back. 3 dogs running for him, and well, we will most likely see a big fire fast. Oh, 1 fire galley already sneaking around. Should get... Oh, Flubor! What a subtrain flying in, guys. Thank you so much. And first kill. Demo could maybe get a hit off. Could sneak into that pond. Score is at the top, as you can see, guys. It's 1-0. ACM did beat. Oh, fishing ship. Doesn't survive. HP on that one. Oh, guys. When I see fire galleys, I have a bad deja vu. We will have a fail of the day coming up pretty soon from the NC LAN, where I lose a castle to a single fire galley. Feels nearly, man. Really missed Italian Wars. Yeah, but right. Well, that's somewhat of a problem, right? Now switching into galleys here, after we had the fire galley start. Okay, 1 demo hitting... KD 4-2 for ACM, and T is still closing down the distance, but now going for galleys and fletching. Release, let's see how he will micro this. Now fletching as well, and we have the transition into galleys here from ACCM. Oh, demo, can he get something done? Well, 1 hit against... Oh, and Release overextending here, loses quite a lot of HP, and 1 galley there quite unnecessarily. KD 6-2. ACM playing this a bit better at the moment, and he potentially picked the right guy. 4 dogs though, that's something we don't see too often, but we mainly saw Mediterranean and Baltic on this map, not too much islands. Transitioning into galleys, well, that's what you kind of need to do. Now going on food here, way later than ACM. Oh, and the sneak around is real, so both players will most likely lose their fish. Left hand side, walk around for Release, and right hand side for ACCM. Will lose 2 galleys, now needs to get away. And looks like Release might save his fishing ship. But 3 save for ACCM here as well. So not the big losses that I kind of expected. At least finally viable again. They always were. People just... Well, on Baltic and Mediterranean, fire galleys are still pretty strong. But on islands, everyone always said galleys are a good option. As we saw in all the other tournaments that included islands as well. Like Escape Gaming, Gamescom finals. And the qualifiers for that. Now wheelbarrow, an upgrade that we don't see too often. Oh. On islands, ACCM now selling stone, buying some food. Wants to get up quickly. 500 food, 200 gold for him. On the other side, less food, more gold for release, who will be up later. Fishing ship for him, not really existent as well. I need to start dancing a bit. On fire galley needs to... Oh, I'm not sure if he really wants to send this in. I'd click it back. I would be so scared that he micros it down. But in the end, solid move here by our player from Vietnam. 80 food only on this side. Now going for the barracks. On the other side, 30 food only. But already clicked up to Castle 8. ACCM, for me at the moment, the one leading. Also has 3 fishing ship. We can't say of release yet. He's now going for some deer. ACCM even with farm upgrade. He's going for a nice eco approach here. Normally people just go heavily on gold and try to buy themselves up. Well, let's take a look. Is the demo maybe getting a big hit on? Not really. Oh, that's actually 3 demos. Oh. And a landing. Oh, interesting. But only 100 food, so that will be archers. I see this landing. I have to tell an NC land story. Probably one of the most legendary ones. Where we play 4v4 team islands. And the team strategy is that lads are... Oh, wait. Let's see how the demos are connecting. Nice micro here. Oh, good job. The Lazarus will land with knights. And he packs his transporter, runs around, and starts his landing. Builds 3 stables, and sends them all into the woodline. Well, bad story is that it was his own island. And he had 20 knights in the woodline of his teammate. Fields. Lazarus, man. Lucky thing was, though, they lost water, enemy landed, and they already had knights prepared to shut down the landing, and the end won the game. Oh, nice moves here. Botkin arrow and war galley upgrade for ACCM. He is having such a good KD and microing this so much better at the moment. He's really in some troubles. I didn't expect that to happen. Now going for some archers, 300 food here, university for release, and he sees the landing, he being ACCM. So that's... Oh, we'll lose that. Scout though, how's his reaction? He saw it and see what he's doing. Siege workshop. Maybe some war galleys over here, something I wouldn't mind. Maybe they can even squeeze in here. Then he should be in a reasonable spot for sure. Ah, Laser. Full water control at the moment for ACCM. He saw the landing. He should be able to prepare or be prepared against that. At least 8 villages ahead though. Microing that one, but 33 HP on that house. One archer going down. Is he focusing down? No. Looks like a solid defense, and if the scout dies, the Magna becomes so much stronger as well. Barrack now as well, and release is up. Cross. War galleys are coming around. This looks pretty solid for ACCM to take W number 2. Doesn't see the market coming up though. Scorpion should shoot. He doesn't. Some quick walls over here. Oh god, and the scout actually with 1 HP still got the Scorpion. That's so unfortunate. I would actually love to see more war galleys around. Just put them all around the island of your enemy and just try to find some villagers. Oh, stable now coming up, and another scout. Let's see if he is as killer as his friend before him. I honestly think, oh god, and he even killed some Mangonel here. From what I heard, Dogao will play very, very little since he's moving to Malta. And she will have an amazing team. Well, I doubt that. You bet $10,000 and she's not making top 8? What odds? He's moving to Malta. I think he starts to study there. Or at least half a year. Yeah, let's take a look. Knight now coming out. Still quite a lot of crossbowmen. Botkin arrow here as well. Eco obviously not that great, but we didn't see a lot of fishing ship added. I can see one at the moment. And the overlay says only one as well. Which account pretty even. Mangonel is getting one okay-ish sort of. Crossbowman, well, they're losing some HP, but the Mangonel is surviving. Let's take a look. Scorpions at the moment. Well, the same range. Not getting the hits in they wanted to. They get one more off. Well, it's still tricky for the crossbowmen to really get good fights here. Nice abuse of ACCM's water control here. I love that. Thing is, Elise actually still has quite some solid water left here as well. See another Mangonel shot, not really. Oh, well, actually, kills 2. Now the Knight is going for the kill, and going back again. Another Knight charging forward. Probably just wants to get one snipe off against the crossbow. Now fighting down the Knight. Probably both will die, Mangonel and Knight. Or actually, will he save it? Yes, he will. Didn't expect that. One more hit needed here. And that looks like ACM is all safe here. And Belize is going for the Redog now. Checking for Wargally upgrade. He has 1 extra TC and is only 3 villagers behind. Military count at the moment 12 to 28. Yeah, from what I heard, Stark won't play. Well, time to invite ACCM for Nearest Apartment Cup, right? We can play it all. Arabia, islands. Play all civilizations. Burmese, Italians. Now mass fire ship. I don't think that's a good option, honestly. Huh. Do we see the counter landing? Well, not a lot of stuff happening at the moment. Getting one relic. There's ACM here, and okay, now coming around. Let's see. Some demos. I honestly feel fire ship aren't really an option anymore. ACM simply has too much. He is back on fire ship and war galley mix as well, though. I'm sending some around. I just want to say, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have ballistics. Now researching that, though. And yeah, he will just take solid engagements here. And well, one nice demo hit. Oh, but now the distance kind of closed. Fire galleys need to be at the front, not at the side. What he's trying to fix now. Ballistic still didn't finish. And now up to Imperial Age as well, though. And well, the Lee still had some army left over. Where is the landing? Not really happening at the moment. ACCM more concerned about holding the water than trying to go for some landing action. If you're trying to micro this. ACCM building a castle. Where is that? We see a sneak landing somewhere. Why is he building a castle? Over here at the front. Okay. Okay. I think over here wouldn't be bad either. I really see the merit of that. Okay. Careening now for ACCM as well, an upgrade that the Lee already has, was now pushing in quite nicely. Transporter touching down now, and the Knights, how many kills will they get? Well, we only have 2 TCs here, but seems like no villagers super exposed. PH did play Warlord Kingdoms, yeah, he played some against me even. And didn't know about fire galleys. So he isn't super experienced in Warlord Kingdoms yet. Well, Goku quit Age of Empires, I believe, and VH, I'm not sure. One monkey should probably get one conversion, and indeed he does. Now trying to run back, and I think he will make it. Yeah, but I'll eco for quite a bit now. We have Elise on the way to Imp as well. 14 villagers behind, though, only 1 TC. On the other side we have 3 TCs for ACCM. Now going for Handcart, Galleon and Bracer. And that's an engagement that Elise cannot take. Military count still a bit better for our player from Vietnam. Probably will get some conversions against him, maybe needs to run. Interesting stuff how ECL will turn out there with all the civilizations and not civilizations, all the teams. How they will play, how they will try to form, and how they will in the end really perform. Yeah, Warlord Kingdom's adaptation is not easy, as you can see with Jordan still. Still feel like he isn't abusing the Civ too well. Compared to Tedo, Jordan, Doubts, Tedo, Viper, Doubts. Fast fire Civs now from the Lees, interesting. Love to see chemistry, oh, that's flying in as well. And Drydock from the Lees, +1 defense for ACCM for his archers. Well, that's interesting landing group. And he is building a castle here. And the Lees, does he know about this? He has 500 stone. He's sending villagers to the front, not buying stone. I'm not sure what's really happening here at the moment. We have the big engagement here, but ACCM wisely is retreating. Trying to get on higher galleon numbers, and well, that castle will go up. No castle from the Lees yet. Did he lose his market? Oh, apparently he did. And now the castle of ACCM is up. Can he build another one? Yes, he can. And that's an aggressive one. Hallelujah. Big galleon fight here on the water. No galleon upgrade for our player in the blue trunks. He will mainly fight this with fast fires, but that's probably something you could defend with some demos. Well, we'll see. Now fast fires at the front as well. I think ACCM will take the better engagement here. We see the +1 defense for ACCM as well. indicating that some condos could be around the corner as well. And GG, the lease is giving this one up. Pretty solid strat here by ACCM, and having his fishing ship a bit longer, and well, it kind of felt like start to finish win here for our Vietnamese. Just getting the first 2 kills in, and then Belize kind of needed to get creative to try some runarounds, need to run his fishing ship at the same time. ACM lost his way later, and then the landing kind of failed, was instantly scouted. And the next one will be Jinghua on Regicide Fortress. Interesting, for sure. And we have the score of 2-0. It goes so much better for ACCM. Oh, different from Castle Age timing was just significant as well. So we won't have any more Italians. And we won't have Regicide Fortress after that. And no more Jinghua to pick from. And we have two wins here. That's the day where you really need to get your win number high. Okay, let's see what you guys wrote all game long. Even nearly AM could work? Absolutely. Chris will join AM? No. AM K-Cap. That would be great. Swiftly ACM over-invested into defending against release landing, but it worked out well for ACM in the end. Did you really over-invest that much? Really, in AM can be the water boy? No. Yeah, Lost didn't want to play with Stark. Is out? Yes, that's what I heard. Well, that wasn't it. How does this tournament work? Well, we have one master and he will play all challengers during this day. And he decides the map as well. When we do more challenges, they are hit on YouTube. 100% sure I will do a lot of them during my 100-hour stream. Not sure if I will do some before that. Honestly, Neely isn't even a bad fit for them if they want some sort of fifth backup player. Challenges to change every day? No, challenges are always the same. The master changes every day. It's always those 8 players. Actually, it's not Vivi anymore, it's Jinghua. 100-hour stream, I will do 100-hour in 1 week. It's not without sleeping. I did let my viewers vote if they wanted 48 hours without sleeping or 100 hours in 1 week, and they decided on 100 hours. With sleeping, obviously. So it's kind of a double round robin? Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. Viewers didn't want Nili's funeral cup after 48 hours stream. Well, I already did 45 hours. Or 45 hours, 20 minutes. So I think I should be able to do the 48 as well. But yeah, we will see. And what else we will see is ACCM playing against Jinghua with a weird nick. And we will have a Mayans War on Regicide Fortress. 45 hours, 20 minutes and 37 seconds. Nice. Yeah, well, at the moment it feels like Lan, Melkor, Fëanor and Hera should be able to get that 8 spot. Yeah, Finnish guys are kind of safe 8 as well. Let's see if there's a China B team. That one... I'm not sure how well the Chilean, like the guys from Chile will perform. The other guy is Jinghua, Love Chang. Unfortunate gold placement here. Alliance. Alliance, I don't see them performing well. Even if they qualify, which is like an option, I think they will give like a lot of depth wins during the tournament. I don't really see them being a team. It's just a mix of strong players, not a team. At least for me. Project Belgium. I know that he could be offended by that, but that's how I feel. King still out. Purple as well. You're good friends. Okay. You are a team. Okay. The team runner or both pick Mayans? It's pick. Didn't pick Tiff. So both pick Mayans. Doesn't look like he has enough gold, right? You have to remember that in Regicide Fortress you don't have any gold out of the normal 50 gold. You might struggle with that a bit. Not so. Don't get that aggressive. Vivi got replaced by Lofcheng since Vivi didn't show up today. And waiting for some gold, but only some seconds, so it's all fine. But here, well, just click. What's over here? And yeah, 17 seconds ahead is Mr. Vivi now. Thanks for hosting and casting that many tournaments. I'm certainly admiring your effort to keep the AO scene entertaining. Thank you so much, mate. This one was organized and hosted by Paladin, though. Actually, funnily enough, Paladin asked me to host a 3v3 tournament for him, like Paladin's Cup, and I told him, like, that was a week before the Escape Game tournament was announced. And I told him, mate, you better wait some for the big announcement. Oh god, ACCM losing the villager. He will lose that. Yep. How did that villager get there? So weird. So weird. And I told him, yeah, just wait for the announcement. You probably don't want to host a 3v3 tournament at the moment. That would take 8 weeks as well. I mean, that ACCM thinks Lofcheng is better than Paladin on Arabia. Or that he thinks Paladin is better than Lofcheng on Regicide Fortress. Well, it wasn't announced that Vivi was getting replaced. At that time he picked Paladin. well, pretty cool that they asked me about hosting a tournament. Not really. It's more like I should do the admin stuff in AoE zone. They will do the tournament, like, regardless of me. I think Memp was asked as well at one point, but like for Battle of Africa, they wanted to do a cooperation or something. But from what I heard, oh, so rumors, Memp didn't want to do it because it was supposed to be named Paladin's Battle of Africa, for example, or something like that. And Memp didn't really want to take, yeah, all the effort onto his shoulders and then have it named after another guy.
Shot it. Shot it.
Both at 5 minutes now. From Dodgers, let me see. Do we have any attack upgrades? No. Both without fletching. KD 1-1 now, and Regicide Fortress. Oh, I'm getting less and less excited for this one, honestly. Just not very attractive in the first minutes of the game. Huh. It actually was a planned map for my this apartment cup, but honestly, well, the games in the long run are always super nice. So maybe I'm just a bit distracted by the chat or something, and well, we will. Oops, ACCM, will he? Well, at least will lose some HP. I'm trying to run some still without fletching. Vivi, oh not Vivi. Jinhua has one. ACCM staying there and eating quite a lot of shots. Ay. God, it's out here.
Shot it.
Awful Dutch is still no fletching. Oh, that gold is somewhat okay protected now, I would say. One plume down. The rest eating quite a lot of shots here. He cannot really take an engagement well there. Well, 1v5 he can. ACCM, 13 military is actually ahead. Villager County is ahead by 1 as well. So delaying fletching alone might have been quite a good situation for him. Did he add another TC? I saw him having 20 stone at one point. Well, okay, yeah, he just built some more walls. Now buying one on food is Jinhua here. Dark Twig Brew Metal Influencer. They could make top 8. Well, a lot of people think they can make it into top 8 at the moment, right? Will be so tricky. I think it really comes down a lot to seeding as well. Just think about it, like if, for example, the Alliance is getting bad seed now, so that they play against SY, they will never be able to show their performance against the Eddie Lan Brothers team. For example. Or like if Chile gets a higher seed than the Eddie team, then it has to be like Alliance against the Lan team, and Chile is just going through with seed 8 or something. It's tricky. Refugees, one villager behind. Fletching against... No fletching. I'm currently collecting money on my stream, 3 figures at the moment, in order to offer a nice prize before tournament myself, but I'm new to the AOC scene. Do you have a guide on how to deal with the tournament considering organization and administration?
Shot it.
I don't have a guide for that now. Good luck, mate. And, well, double groups now for Jinghua. And he's going more visitors on stone. Forced TC, not something we'd see too often in Marion's War. Normally going up earlier, getting Bracer, and getting the Plumed Archer. That's what people are going for. Bodkin Arrow now. Okay. Although he doesn't really have any, like, real shot to raid anything, still going for Bodkin. Scanning one patrol. I don't play much Regicide Fortress. What makes a good civ on this map? Well, since we are starting with a castle, it's kind of intuitive to have a civilization that has a very strong castle unit. Then you are kind of walled as well. So maybe a civilization that is strong in the very late game is very nice as well. AM Winchester. Now wouldn't that be something? I heard rumors that Brazil wanted to get Winchester as well. That didn't happen in the end now as well. So Winchester is probably the strongest player that is still a free agent, right? So a good civilization is Marion's for sure. You start with 1 extra villager as well. And you already have a castle, so you don't need to build a house. You don't need to loot. Then Chinese are pretty strong, since you start with 3 extra villagers and have the strongest boom of all of them. Then we have maybe like something like Spanish, simply because of conquistadors, but not that great if you play 1v1 in Imperial Age then. Early Imp, they're kind of lacking the power. Mayans or Chinese are better there. Robo is the strongest free agent. Why not Berbers? Well, Berbers are okay as well, I would say. No eco bonus though. That's not too nice. And oh, they're okay.
Shot it.
Waiting for the plumes to get in. ACCM so much earlier when it comes to going up to him. See the forward of Jinghua, who is a solid 50% later. But has the aggression, has the hill, has a mangonel, and indeed will be 1 minute 35 seconds later. Mangonel micro, maybe something very interesting here. Oh, Mangonel even going for some aggression. Right click on the tower. What is ACCM doing? Oh, gave Vivi or Jinghua enough time there to retreat. Think he could have easily killed that one. ACCM for now does not have any idea about the forward base. Has enough stone for another castle. Where he's building it? Looks like maybe over here could be an option. Would fight uphill though. Nice wall at the left hand side, it's gonna love that. In the end, we need a lot of control over at the left hand side because we have 1 extra stone, 1 extra gold, make that 2 extra gold, and 3 relics at that side. So, tricky stuff. Mangonel against Mangonel trade off. Making another plume, and now he sees the castle for the first time. So he knows, okay, getting traps out could be somewhat important. Let's see him doing exactly that. The moment the raid over here not very efficient. Needs to control this area. Oh, a nice move by ACCM. Instant reaction. Simply to get a hold of his 2 gold spots. Stone, maybe another mining camp over here could be nice. Oh, big engagement over here. Let's compare upgrades. We have +2 on this side for Jinghua numbers should be better for our player in the blue, but now bracers for ACM. Maybe microing back could have been an option. There it seems like both patrolled in though, and that was a nice kill for Jinghua here for sure. Let's take a look. What do we see out of the siege workshop? Rams it is. Obviously, after both players go mass boom archers, Rams is a unit that can change fights so heavily. So tanky with all the arrows, can snipe down castles, maybe even mangonels, and then to get more Rams, kind of guaranteed to win the game. Let's trap out now. ACCM, is he queuing up more traps? He is going on to notches a bit too early for me. Would have loved him to go for 4 traps. And have those plumed archers in the castle simply to get some regeneration on them. Rams now coming forward. Mangonels should do a reasonable amount of damage though. Let's take a look. Villagers being pulled. And, well, that trap is going down. Did he just hit 3 out of 3? Putting that trap a bit. And hold on to the castle. Needs to reroute the trap. Some plumed archer ratings. And the plumed archer for Vivi. ACM. Could this be his first loss at the moment? Hill control still pretty nice. I always keep saying Vivi, but actually it's Jinghua. My bad. Now the castle here in the back. What is he really going for? He's now switching on to Rams as well, but only has 1 siege workshop, so the production won't really be that great. 3 traps here. The castle is getting mass repaired and might loot that trap. Let's take a look. Yeah, 2 hits are enough. And also the plumed archers. The eco just feels so much more efficient for Jinghua at the moment. 2 more hits here, and can he kill the trap now? Looks like, oh, 1 hit only. Oh, tricky stuff. How much stone is he repairing on that one? Has masonry though, so that's nice. And now suddenly it's 4 traps against 1. Seems like Vivi's still advantage here. Oh, Vivi again. Jinghua's still advantage here. Was enough. Can have half the plumes, but double the rams, you're always good. That's kind of how it works here. Or even siege ram upgrade. How is Jinghua doing this? How is he having so many resources? Weird stuff. Weird stuff. Has 2 rams as well, so those 2 rams pushing in could maybe be stopped. Let's take a look. If he obviously gets those 4 traps, and they're super exposed at the moment. Uh-oh, this could get tricky. Castle's going down though. And Vivi maybe outrun this. Some judges needed to put their bodies in front of the traps. 1 trap most likely going to go down. And he stopped repairing the castle. Okay, oh, not even 1 trap down and killed both of the rams. Let's take a look. Now the trap tennis continues. Still plumed archers against normal ones, conscription. And they are heavily upgraded as well. Look at that. +4/+4. Oh, sneaky ram. We'll get 1 trap. Another ram or 2 rams going forward here. Whew. So many traps lost here by ACCM. Now going for squires. Do we see an eagle switch? Weird. Archer range from ACCM, so he didn't have thumpering all game long as well. This looks so good for Jinghua. Simply having the shield control justified the bit later in timing there. Now killing quite nicely. Needs to just fall back. He doesn't really want to fight in range of those rams without his own rams. Castle could maybe instantly die against the rams. No, not really, only 1 around. Yeah, and he will get it up. Traps charging forward, and this looks like ACM, I believe, We'll tap this out any second now. No more rams. We'll lose gold control. No answer against those traps to save his castle. This castle could go up. Yeah, he can produce some more rams, but honestly, still only capped rams. Gold income is very low for him. Map control non-existent. Left hand side is getting raided over and over again. If ACM isn't getting a big king snipe off here, this has to be GG, and he realizes that as well. And this will be the 2-1 here. Coming from the bench, flying in and performing quite nice here. I was surprised how he got all the upgrades in there. He didn't have that many resources. Look at that. It's somewhat close, but he had the Ram upgrade earlier, he had Elite Plumed Archer earlier, he had all the upgrades on his Plumed Archers as well. Without more resources, that's confusing to me. Okay. It's really confusing to me. And we have the max on Nomad next. So Jinhua has one win now. And we won't have Nomad after this, and we won't have Mayans. There we go. So, coastal Scandinavia and Bedouins left for Luxnikov and Yo. If you enjoyed that format, guys, I might be casting all upcoming 7 days of that format as well. And I won a game against Viper and get to 630. Sick. Now Chinese mirror? No. Malians are the best civilizations on Nomad. It's just a practice match. To max that there is a real Nomad test for him. Okay. Why are Malians the number 1 on Nomad? Well, people don't know this apparently, but you can build a TC, a dock, a house, and a fishing ship. Yeah. There's a slightly facecam audio desync, I think. Is that so? Well, would make some sense, since every time I try to sing along, it always feels like I have no idea when the beat drops. Version still best? Potentially. Well, let's jump into game number 4 here of our Chinese player ACCM, or he's from Vietnam obviously, but he's playing Chinese against Mr. Max, who's playing Malians. So maybe Mr. there wanted to go for Malians, or they simply don't know how strong they are. Kind of weird for sure. Is he getting that ball now? Yes, he is. Bring a house up and they start to scout. ACM see those deer? Yes, he did. We have some sheep scouting from the max around the map as well. Then loom here, you don't really need to do that on Nomad. Remember guys, Nomad, the fish is more even and the heavy fish It's kind of removed here. Although Italians are the best nomad serve. No. Person is free for show right away. Well, the same with Malians. Indians for Bedouins. Well, kind of has to be it, yeah. I think we will see a lot of mirror matchups, guys, on those settings. At the moment, not really motivated to cast the other days, but we will see. We will see. Persian +1 will, but Malians +1 eco. Well, I don't mind Persians. Persians are still pretty strong. We all can agree on that. Oh, ACM. Well, he could. Oh no, he dodges that. Okay, switch off. The max now going for Loom. I think ACM shouldn't try to get that boy. Yeah, he would always get wall in here. Just too tight of an area. Both Italians and Malay are better than Malians and Persians. Okay. That boy really doesn't want to take aggro on the back villager. And ACM, well, he starts to wall in the max now. Interesting move. Who still doesn't... Oh god, that will be close distance against each other. Oh, and the max should be up earlier, right? Although, well, he won't have access to his deer. We'll have one though. And now has some idle villagers as well. And let's see, does he know about this? Well, he doesn't even get that deer. And he sees the palisade walls now. Uh-oh. Maybe some troubles for him. Not the sharpest start, I have to say. Idle TC. And he won't have that much more food. 200 here. He needs to use his sheep for sure. Is no towers in this game? Well, it is the map where towers are very strong, so we will see. Max has 2, 3 big stone spots as well. Vivi has some at the front as well. Queens are probably the best Civ on Nomad right now. I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. Okay, I'm going for another boy. He found that one, okay. That's lucky for him, he didn't see that one before. Okay. And what does ACM see? Perimeter on Nomad towers, on Arabia towers, on Arena towers, on Islands towers, on Regicide Fortress towers. It's a balanced strategy. ICM, he didn't see. Well, he could see that it's water here, right? This white area. But it's really tough to see. It's the indication that it's close to the shore. But yeah, obviously easy to spot for me here. Now 3 villages on gold. And that will be a lot of map control for ACCM. But honestly, I think it's enough for the max. He has gold, he has stone, he has enough wood line, he can boom back. He has 1 extra berries that he probably won't need. I think he will just go for water. ACM, well, that won't be the most pretty walls, but in the end, he will have everything walled off. Will he, if the max goes instantly? No, he walls off himself. ACM is GG. Is he? Wow, that's just so ridiculous that MEMP can get those adverts. And when I asked Ruby why I couldn't send those adverts, I was told that I was working for Escape Gaming, and that's why I wasn't allowed. And it's even with the wrong players. But well, let's focus on the game, shall we? The Max only 1 on gold? No, he has 4 on gold. And second dog now, so he will get all the water control in the world. And we see ACCM already running. He will have to play this fast castle. Tower now from the Max at the front here, trying to control this area, maybe force him off the food as well. Okay, that's all walled now. Now going for those berries, as I said. Not too bad. But ACCM, I feel like he's in a tough spot here. Fireship should be able to chase this down. The Max. I really question the Chinese choice nowadays. There's any more on stone? 3, okay. Only fishing ship do we have? 6 at the moment. We have also 6 over here. Well, it's 7. Oh, they just said 6. And the Max is not chasing it down. Let's see, maybe another dog over here could be pretty sexy. And finally, we have ACCM up. How are his resources looking? Not that great, honestly. Not that great at all. He only has 1. Oh, he rebuilt 1 dock at the south here. But the Max should scout that one. Looks really bad for ACCM if you ask me, guys. Now a watchtower over here. The Max so far ahead. Look at that. He will up pretty soon. We'll get a castle up. He will be up castle before ACCM. We'll have all the food control. Look at that. Instant scout of that dog as well. Looks good. Looks good. I'll get 1 day banned from Ruby. Why? Well, I see. Oh god, I see the argument for them. Like, okay, you're working for another company. Why should you be allowed to advertise anything on our site? But well, I don't work for Escape Gaming. Like, not more than MEMP. I'm a caster there. Free agent caster. But well, let's not discuss about that. Wouldn't really give anything of real value to us. So let's continue and see how the Max is probably in the good spot here. Ever played Nomad DM? On Legacy Cup 1 we had Land Nomad. That's just completely difficult to play though. Because how do you really start? If you start with 3 villagers on a TC, you die against a single military unit. So if the enemy starts with 2 villagers on TC and 1 stable, you're dead. If you try to wall your villagers and he starts with 3 or 2 villagers on TC, 1 house and 1 archery range, you're dead as well. So you kind of need to hope that he doesn't find your TC. Oh, nice hit here. You kind of need to hope that he doesn't find your TC while you scout with army. So we had, I believe, out of the 10 practice games we did, we had like 1 game lasting longer than 10 minutes. Yeah. And that's simply because Shani and I tried a wall or map strategy, which is kind of weird as well. Yeah. Land at the map that should be removed from AoE. Castle coming up now, and ACM, well, he sees that. And now getting up some stone walls, but what can he really go for? Not the greatest walls, if you ask me. He could have built it with 2 tiles. Instead, he's going for the 6-tile wall. Huh. Is he on stone or something? No. Well, that one will be lost as well. He's still trying to reclaim some water control here. Wheelbarrow for the max. And what's the answer to the plumed archers? Probably try to go for mangonel defense? Probably. Nomad is just a map for players to know for regular Nomad. Well, it's a map if you don't like water, right? And still want to have a weird start. And to play it slow. I believe, it was today that I checked out a 1400 Land Nomads FFA game. And those guys have ridiculous statistics as well. Like 1,000 games. And they have like random map team game stats, 40 wins, 960 losses. It's so tough to win in FFA, especially like if you're not the best player and maybe a computer drops from time to time. This is so ridiculous stats there. ACM went for War Galley upgrade. $900 team game rating. Okay, siege workshop now coming up, but those plumed archers, well, they could still get some kills for sure. Or at least some here. What does the max see though? He didn't sell that much of the map, so he maybe could go for the gold. Oh, now sees the mill. Maybe searches for those villagers then. He goes for the gold first though. Now even sends some villagers out. Maybe he wants to... Oh, okay. They were evacuated. Okay, good job there. ACCM. It's still plumed archers. Such a good, deadly unit. Always running around, dodging shots. So tough to catch them with mangonels. I can predict ACM saying Nico of Scandinavia after watching 3 hours. Well, it's an option, right? I think it makes sense to just wait as long as possible to play against good players, right? So that they maybe get annoyed because they waited for 3 hours. Oh, now going for some yields as well. I say they will be great against some mangonels. Now, this could be tricky, eating some shots, but, well, he's somewhat dodging, and yeah, just realizes, well, I cannot out micro 2 mangonels there. Let's better get back. 10 more villagers for the max at the moment. Water control, somewhat in the hands of ACM though now. He invested quite a bit into that. No fishing ship for him at the moment. No one really fishing. Oh, 7 fishing ships still for ACM. He saved his. Okay. Good job. Didn't really realize that. But yeah, as I said before, the fish not as good as on normal AOC. By the way, guys, I will do a 100-hour stream, like in the period of 1 week, to promote my newest apartment cup, and I think I will open a sub forum in my Discord today, and we'll ask what you want to see during those 7 days. Any wishes, any hopes, you're welcome to post them there. +1 defense, trying to dodge the ground attacks, and look at that, all eagles spreading off 2 mangonels down, 2 scorpions going down as well. Not a single eagle lost, and now going for a stable. That won't perform too well against the still remaining plumed archers. We have some aggression over here. This is just horrible for ACCM. Eagles now moving in. We only had some plumed archers here. Maybe the stable not even going up. Let's take a look onto that. And yeah, this has to be kind of GG. Should have done that last week and stream Paladin Cup every day. That actually would have made a lot of sense. To just wake up from stream from 12 my time to 2 my time every day. And just start the day with Paladin Cup. Would have been solid. Okay, and now going for that TC. Trying to go for the defense to the stable and siege workshop here. Plumed archers so annoying. ACCM. Well, in a tough spot for sure. Can we get a nude stream? No. Although, just to get you a bit aroused, I'm not wearing pants at the moment. Pornhub stream? No. I want to promote Age of Empires. Ah, those eagles, nicely positioned. Tries to block more of the wood, another tower. This is so annoying for ACCM. Oh god. So little villagers really working. Plumed archers around here as well. Just hoping to get more of the stone, but it still needs 200 more. And let's take a look at knights. Well, they probably won't have the greatest upgrades either. Plumed archers are around, we'll snag that. Monk as well. The castle will go up. He will lose all that right-hand side army. No upgrades on those knights. He actually misclicked there, attacking the boar instead of pulling back the plumed archers. And we'll actually lose a plumed archer there to the boar. And now the boar is fine with it. I want to see a DM show match that you will cast one day. Well, we can do a DM show match. GG ACM. Well, that game was pretty over very early on. Simply the random factor incredibly high on Nomad, as you all know. So that wasn't a nice game to watch. I have to say that. Feels ACM, man. Chinese against Mayans. In the end, I believe the Civ wasn't really what decided it. Simply having the max having 3 boars, some sheep, and ACM sitting here, not really getting onto deer. Having close dog position as well was horrible for him. Only berries, some sheep. Just not a fair starting position for both of them. Feudal Age and Castle Age timings, just brutal. And now we are nothing announced yet. So let's see what the other options are. We won't have any more Chinese now. So we have Coastal, Scandinavia, and Bedouins. Oh, are they just playing the maps down? Oh, or maybe ACM didn't know that. Now he thinks he has to pick Coastal. And we have 1 win for the max. Does it matter though? Well, you might want to play some players very early on. For example, Nikov. I would probably play him first, since 12 GMT is like 8 AM in the morning for him. Or not that early, right? Like 10 AM. Maybe Paladin, who has a kid and easily gets exhausted. Play him last. Looks Coastal. So yeah, he's just playing the maps down. Coastal can be really unfair as well, I believe. Go Scandinavia. Wouldn't that be great? So opponents can gain score too, yeah. So it's just each guy getting points on this day. But then you would get a lot of ties, right? People winning 5. Yeah. I bet most people don't have as deep level tactics as you, Nelly. I know. I think it's so relieving to play early because you can just leave. This guy asking about hosting a tourney still around. I don't know what we can find out. Oh, I just showed my Skype. Okay, so it seems, guys, that for Nida's Apartment Cup we will have Koreans banned. Like 3 people answered me now. I don't know, MBL will want it banned as well. Yeah. I think it makes so much more sense. Like, players aren't enjoying it, you kind of have to pick it. Ooh, sorry Kalini. Teddy doesn't come. Teddy agreed as well. Let me see, what did he say? Would he be fine with having Koreans banned for the whole tournament? And he's rounded 11. Yeah. It was nearly a drop banning Koreans. Ah, racist. Obviously, I don't mean the civilization, right? We just got a question if Coven and Grant wanted to come, and I asked them, and yeah, we didn't want to have them at the tournament. Banning this completely, people think Water King is more balanced. Well. When is Nikov playing? Well, after this or 2 games after this? What you're saying is you're waiting for an answer from Doubt? Expected. Doubt and MBL, yeah. Okay, then let's jump into Coastal, guys. And we will have Malians for ACCM against Japanese for Mr. Lux. And that looks like somewhat of a fair map here, I have to say. Both fish, but not the greatest one. Maybe go for one fishing ship, for one fire galley, but you certainly need to go on to land. Lux was thinking about going for that wood line, but then changed his waypoint. Now it's going for the top. Obviously easier to micro, easier to position a nice lumber camp, because that looks pretty weird for sure. And doesn't really matter. If you, for example, what's the second one over here? Maybe he wants to scout a bit more. Tito doesn't need another tiff for the tower rush. Well, we will see how many tower rushes are actually going to be played. God, it's hard here, guys. I don't really know how we will handle that in 1 month. Is it a month? I should do a countdown for NAC, right? How long is it? We have the 30th now, and it's the 8th, so it's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 4 days. For nearly math, there's 39 days. Okay. Air conditioner? I never owned one, and I don't know a single German guy that has one. So we're most of the time using fans. But I'm not sure if that's the greatest thing. I think I will just buy 2 like 15 euro fans and pray that it's enough. Thing is, I have like 2 fridges as well. One like in my kitchen and one in my living room. So the amount of beer provided will really help the people watching, but players and casters will have a tough time, especially Viper, who will always have the last game of the day, probably, unless maybe the last, except maybe the last day, then of group stage. See, and he has to be sober all the time. It'll be tough. I bought one like 5 years ago, and it's still one of the best purchases ever made. Okay, how expensive was it, Kalini? I obviously need like 2. One in the player area, one in the caster area. Oh, some hits here. And oh, the village are actually blocking quite a bit as well. And suddenly ACCM has 3 more HP here against Mr. Luxy. Boar going back for the second time. The boar over here ran back as well. And he mistimed these scouts as well. As if ACCM, like on islands, right? Oh god, and that boar is going back as well. That's just so bad. 4 degrees here at the moment. Okay. Well, here it's... I don't want to even look. Feels like 35. About 120 pounds. Oh. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Okay, I will take a look at the temperature at the moment. It is 23 when I went to bed. It's 29 now. Okay. So that's still okay-ish, but I feel like it might get 5 degrees warmer. That's just pain. Okay, with the ACCM going for the drugs here. Or the MLA aggression, I mean. And looks, well, he's going for the defense with some fishing ship and is up earlier. So ACCM really needs to make something happen here. Simply the boars running back delayed him so much, and well, he will click up at a reasonable time. 10:41. That's 11 seconds delay for Pop 23. So like TC wasn't idle for too long, but still looks in a solid spot if you ask me, guys. 3 villagers, so that will be some archer defense out of him. Not losing his scout. Puts him into the position where he needs to react. We'll try to ward the right hand side. Probably will build like barracks here, archer ranges here, and then see how he wards all that area. He's pretty late with that though. Oh, needed prediction. Had to let her get 2 kittens instead of 1. Okay, that's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. Plus 15 people in the apartment, plus more PCs, laptops, phones, etc. Well, are phones really that important for increasing the temperature? And, well, people are in different rooms. So, like, viewer area is another room than the caster's desk, than the players. Uh-oh, Lux will need to maybe even fight this here. Now let's take a look. Does he know about the tower behind the wood line coming up? No, not yet. Militia dancing around. Can we squeeze an archer range in here? Would be pretty sexy for him. And the tower is in the line of sight, so should get that up. Nice quick walls over here, and that looks like a solid play and a solid defense by looks this far. Both towers will go up. Nice quick walls over here at the wood line. This looks all pretty solid. Now building a fire galley that won't do much. And ACM is building a dock. That makes little sense to me. Oh, and the tower shooting the barracks instead of the other tower. So we'll be dead. The aggression kind of stopped. This looks pretty sexy for looks, if you ask me. Guys that I see... not finishing this tournament in top 2. Probably ACM neither. But well, maybe he's out now. Tricky. Well, the max having his worst win is obviously super good. Let's see. All eyes at the moment on ACM, obviously. If he gets up to 5-2 today, it doesn't look like it at the moment. And it's quite clear that he's in a beautiful spot to get into the money. But if he only gets like 3 wins today, well, it'll get tricky. I think 4 is exactly the thing that most people will get up to. Like 4 wins. That makes kind of sense, right? People are somewhat even, I would say, and you can decide the map against what player, so that's a nice advantage for you. Nikov, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets up to maybe even 6 wins. Yeah, and we won't have 15 people in my apartment as well. I think there will be like... Actually, like if everyone is there, we might get up to 15, yeah. I think you should have an easy time in this tournament. Oh, top favorites certainly are Yo and Nikov, right? Maybe release and the max can make up in heaven. But kind of unlikely. Settings are kind of versatile, I would say. Will those M&A do anything? No. Fishing ship count still 4 to none. Now going on to some fire galleys here. We have 1 fight over here and we'll end not in a draw. Another tower. Not on stone, this looks here. Oh, and losing 2 villagers here? Kind of weird. I heard 2 villagers die. Maybe those were some of the M&A. And now going for the backstone. Not a lot of control of the map over here. 1 easy wall controls such a big area of the map for him. Using his berry is not the worst thing either. And let's take a look. 99 HP on that one. So the galley did indeed do some damage. So if they just clash each other, could be good for Luxy. Now going for the walls at the left hand side is ACCM. Maximus for him as well. Take a look at the resources. We are at 200 food, 200 gold on that side, other sides. Similar, kind of similar resources. Going for fletching now, going for some more walls. Archers will try to squeeze in, but won't really get anything done. Take a look, villagers being pulled. And Lux is trying to micro this, but against 3 skirmishes on the hill, not much he can do, and those are some okay-ish losses, I would say. Not the tower from ACCM. Is that really what you wanted to go for? And maybe towering over here. Would have been, yeah, the more ballsy move, but also the one that guarantees him more damage, and I think he needs to continue doing damage. He should know that he, oh wow, no, 2 fire galleys pass each other. He should know that him not having fish forces him to do more damage on land. Now even going for scouts, interesting. Obviously super efficient against the skirmishers that could run around. Huh, let's see. ACM is continuing with his aggression though. Niddy, how was the NC land party? Absolutely beautiful. Would do it again if it was next week. We were there for quite a long time, right? Thursday till Tuesday. But yeah, was so nice. Loved so much. Likes so many of the people. So pure pleasure. Can it happen that one guy always gets picked as opponent on the same map? Yes, it's not that unlikely. I think Paladin will get picked on Arabia quite often, since he's probably the weakest player, and you don't want to play a very strong player on the most standard map. I wouldn't be surprised if Paladin gets picked like 5 times on Arabia or something. Double tower defense here. Is he actually attacking the tower, or is he attacking one of the walls? Oh, okay, he's attacking the tower, at least now. Yeah, that's what Hellrider said as well. Oh, you can still squeeze through here. 2 archers. Maybe they can be a bit annoying. Obviously, one skirmisher could clear them up, but... Well, just get a good scout off here as well. What is he going for? What is he trying to get done? Wanted to get some walls up here. Can he actually snipe that one? He does more damage than I thought, 4 HP, and well, simply getting 1 villager is quite a nice trade. Now idling some here as well. Could be worth for Mr. Lux here, but now 2 skirmishers will easily end that. Up to the castle age is Lux. Let's take a look at the resources of ACCM. 100 food, 100 gold. Ah, not the greatest spot for him. And yeah, he cornered him quite a bit, but well, he still has space for farms, wood lines, gold and stone. All your cornering isn't that efficient for now. In the very long run, ACCM obviously has more map control, but does that matter at the moment? I'd say no. Okay, what is Lux going to transition into? Oh, a second archer range. I think they could have made an argument for a stable and going for siege, but also tricky to get a villager out, so I see the reasoning for staying on archers as well. Nobody has bad mems at 2.3k level. Disagreed. Very, very much disagreed. Oh, sneaky stable. There he is. Okay. Oh, but that's spotted by ACCM. Or is it? Is it? Is it not? Oh, he didn't see it. He didn't actually look. Oh no, he could have seen that forward come in, could have killed the 2 villagers, cleared up all the archers. Oh, okay, well he will get in here now. That's at least something, but honestly, like, just sniping the 2 spearmen could be an option, and then 1 knight should clear this up. I think you're more likely to lose on non-Arabia maps than Arabia. Yeah, I kind of agree, yeah. Siege workshop would be lovely. He has 1 in the back now, 1 at the front, wouldn't be bad either. And as I said, 1 knight alone can clear this up. I don't see any more spearmen around, probably focus those down with the villagers. And the clear up is real. Another defensive tower, but actually in range of those crossbowmen, not really. Can he squeeze through here? Ah, don't really see that. What is ACCM going for then? Well, he builds his scout now. Weird. Good job, 5 HP, 4 HP, and will actually survive this one as well. Tower is up. Lux needs to find another opening. Horse cutter for ACCM. He still doesn't have a single fishing ship, and well, Lux was cleared up here as well now. Not the greatest food eco by Lux at the moment. Needs to come up with something. Oh, Casa, that hill. Interesting. Tries to go for some aggression at the front at the same time. ACCM, he's going for stable number 2 and 3, but actually only stable number 1 and 2 at home. killed the house, built a new house. And that castle actually with only 2 villagers. ACM, he does see that, right? Yeah, he does. But no reaction yet. Now instantly needs to get onto a lot of knights, but at the same time he kind of needs to fight against that monastery. Now here I believe the castle will go up simply because he needs to defend against that army here at the front. More villagers on the stone, saving themselves in the tower. And now Lux knows exactly what ACM is going for. Sees Bloodline, sees +1 defense. Is trying to micro against that. Knights will come over. And well, that's actually okay-ish fight here. Did he lose a crossbowman? Well, at least he killed a knight. And now the castle is up. All those walls are down as well. Villager count. Dead even. But still, feels like the Lux should have a pretty good spot here now. Manual aggression, monks having control at that hill. Maybe Lux needs to get onto pikemen, or actually I feel monks are just enough. Okay, let's see. We have another gold spot for ACCM. Something he should ask himself as well after he will most certainly lose control over that one. And how did ACM lose most of his knights here as well? We'll get some conversions against those. Looks not taking the best fights. Magnol's pushing forward. Towers. Do we maybe see Yasama upgrade? Would be lovely. Monk's not getting the conversions in. Magnol going to the wrong side here. Military count 24 to 9, and that includes some useless fires as well. So overall land military count is just heavily in favor here for Lux. And ACM after taking 2 wins. Now in the tricky spot that he will probably go down to 3 here. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I just thought like, oh, you didn't have Bloodlines of +1, but that's only a converted knight. He obviously has Bloodlines and the +2 defense upgrade here. What is Lux going for? Maybe some more towers. Yeah, some upgrades not around. No counter attack to be seen on the minimap, and now Lux is moving in. I see 1 monk as a defense. No. Oh. Killer B just told me what flights he booked, and I think he booked the wrong one. So Killer B will be at Nilly's apartment cup, but he won't be around for the finals. I really wanted to do the finals with him. So he will arrive at the 12th and leave at the 15th. Let me see if I can still cancel that for him. Booked. 16th would be much better. Because finals at 15. Okay, guys, I really need to do that and focus on that, but you can see everything happening at the moment. And Knight attack is coming over. Let's see, can he maybe snipe another monk? Yes, he can. Villagers doing a great job here. Japanese Knights. Well, he has Bloodline, so he could do a bit more. Going for forging now. Still not enough monks, if you ask me, but looks now taking the 11 villager advantage. Okay, I did it in time, guys. He was on the checkout page, but yeah, I told him to stay longer. And it looks like you have him. Okay, he will check the 16th. Sweet. I really would love to do the finals with Killer B at the 16th. Okay, let's see. Mong, micro. Ah. Oh, yeah. Needs to really go back here. Let's take a look. Monkey needs to get a conversion, but even then, crossbowman numbers are going down quite heavily. It looks with enough stone. Why is he not just continuing to tower this forward? Just think about it. Decimal towers, 5 more towers. That would have been so much better. But people, as we said earlier, still, even at the top level, not abusing the civilizations to perfection. Love Cheng is Vivi? No. Love Cheng is Jinghua. Vivi isn't playing this tournament. Oh, looks with the casual 37-minute horse color. And now the raid is coming. ACCM, maybe he's in a better spot than we thought. Lots of knights for him. 6 military ahead now, and that's strong military as well. We'll get some raids into the food line here. Well, shouldn't really attack those houses. But, well, that's enough TCs to have most of the villages protected. 16 to this. Awesome. Okay, guys, then we're all settled with that. Awesome. Thanks for the info, he says. Okay, scaring away the knights, but that means another option to send in more knights over here. And, well, he's getting some raids in at the moment. Looks, well, he's still 5k score ahead. ACCM putting all his resources on the map. We'll get some kills over here against the crossbows. Still active over here. Oh, fighting on the TC fire now, though. Looks sending more knights back. What are we seeing here? Some fire galleys. Well, they aren't doing much at the moment. And a nice raid into the gold line. That gold mine, per se, not that important. But simply getting some more villagers, nice. He's still behind by 20, though. So he needs to do damage. Huh. That's not the methodical push that I wanted to see. Towers, monks. Maybe we'll build another. Guys, I predicted out castle will come up. I think he will build a castle here that will just run into a lot of knights and rams. ACCM, let's take a look. Is he still continuing to produce knights? Yes, he is. And, well, already has 4 rams. Let's see about that. And fire galleys around here as well. Indeed, Vivi didn't show up. Is the Vivi donation stream happening? I have no idea. Okay, and now the ram go. Let's take a look. Did Luke see that? Well, he knows about a siege workshop. Huh. And he knows that all the knights went back. Where are the rams going? Where are the rams going? Why isn't he pushing through the center? Oh no. Is he trying to do a sneak attack here? What is this? So weird. So weird. Okay. Crashing through the center continues. Resources still pretty much at the limit here for ACCM. He continues to get the raids in though. And suddenly villager count is dead even. Looks though up to Imperial Age and he will reach that pretty soon. Let's take a look. Can he upgrade? Yeah, he has enough resources to upgrade Arbalest and Racer. And then the damage output is quite solid there for his Arbalest. Rams now, well, they will join the party. Just think about it, they could be here already. They could already be attacking that TC and ramming it down. But simply, well, not checking the passing there. Getting some more villager kills here. Suddenly 12 villagers ahead. This ACCM, how is he doing that? 20 population overall ahead. Magnet still controlling that hill. Archer range count is at 4. Take a look, can he maybe get some snipes on those Magnots? Seems like ACM saw it in time, but not going for the conversions. What? Looks heavily trading in the market there. Tries to get up to another castle. One trap around could get targeted down. Rams is building up. 3 on that TC, 2 on that archer range. Trap indeed will go down. But knights, well, some of them will lose their lives, and therefore ACM just thinks better of it and is retreating. Looks. Oi. Didn't eat too many shots here. Now we should be fine microing this, right? Magnots around. Huh. Conversion starting. Will they be in time again to save the Magnots? One solid hit here. But the micro, well, Amulet's are just too strong in those scenarios. Oh, well, that was a good shot. And now they're super low. Super low. And Arbalest count suddenly down so low. Gold is exhausted here. Where are the other gold spots? That is still raided. And hallelujah, those are a lot of dead villages. 30 down here. And, oh, where's the other gold spot? That's probably the one of Luke still, right? You see that as a main one? I don't really even know. Huh. But he doesn't have any gold income at the moment, Mr. Lux. Well, we have 2 relics. That's it. I'm going summon stone. He didn't scout that gold. Unfortunately for him. Ah. Well, how can he really produce Arbalest without any gold income? At the moment he's just selling mass wood. Some more healing. Arbalest now moving through the center. ACM going for skirmishes. That makes a lot of sense as well. Yeah, those knights, they cannot really take any engagements at the moment. Getting 2 shot here. Knights need to go back. Knights just running around. Don't think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe just attack with both, like, or all 3. Mangles, knights, and try to go for some conversions. But they even then probably still can outrun this. And pyramids will be stopped. Those knights, they cannot really move in here. What is he trying to do, ACM? Okay, now he wants to get some conversions rolling as well. But didn't really get them. Ah, tricky stuff. Oh, switching on to mass light cav now. That's not okay. I saw the upgrade, but that was it. Going for skirmishes, knights closing down the distance. Can they really fight this off? I don't really see that happening. 25 villager is the advantage at the moment. We have here Mangonel and still some more light cav that are trying to snipe down the monks now. And now he's sniping down monk after monk. Knights not at the front as they should be. Converting to Arbalest there is pretty sexy as well, sending them back so that he can heal them. Military count at the moment 31 to 12, and we see ACM soon in the Imperial Age as well. More rams at the front. He has so much more map control. Oi, what a comeback here by ACM. Alone that he is still in this game, no matter if he wins this one or not, but I feel it looks pretty sexy for him. Arbalest, what can they do? He needs to micro like a young god. He did that before, but simply the number disadvantage might be too high. Chemistry is one of the earliest upgrades. Seems like ACM really wants to get some damage there from his out of his skirmishes. Never heard AUC so often described as sexy. Not even referring to female villagers. Sorry. I read too much Freud the last days. He also wants bombard cannons. Well, that's a good option. And indeed, he's going for it. Oh, love it when my chat is smarter than me. Which isn't that difficult. Oh, Mangnol. See if you can maybe get a good shot into the skirmishers. The arbalists become way more efficient again. That's what the bombard cannons are for, to prevent exactly that. Some hand cannoneers as well. Don't like that addition too much against the composition that Lux is going for at the moment. Oh, and Lux, well... Okay. And now he's moving in, trying to micro down all the skirmishers. Light cav or cavaliers were focusing down the mangonel, and this kind of has to be the GG. 156 pop to 106. There's nothing around to snipe those skirmishers. Bombard cannons and rams kind of uncontested as well. Cavaliers killing all the light cav, and this has to be it. Lux losing it with the very poor engagement here, I would say. Over here in the mid base, but well, let's wait for the GG first, and indeed it is the GG. ACCM, I kind of called him to not be winning this game after ACCM's aggression at the start failed. Maybe on this version of Coastal, now in Water Kingdoms, it's not as efficient anymore to have the water. Water in general is so much smaller, and well, land aggression is what counts. Huh. And as I said, like this push, I was so sure Lux would just finish it. He had the hill, he had monks, mangonels, knights, crossmen. Just tower pushes with Jessamine, and you're in such a beautiful position. But, well, not what he did, and ACCM got so many kills in. This is Nomad. It was Coastal. But remember that Nomad is generated off Coastal. So, confusion easily ensued there. You think that fire galleys should be nerfed? Not really. If so, then not by much. Okay, next one will be Mr. Yo. And we won't have Malians anymore. Okay, Nikov will be the last player left against ACCM, and ACCM now has 3 wins. And the next 2 games will be Mr. Yo and Nikov. Playing against ACCM, we have Scandinavia against Mr. Yo and Bedouins against Nikov. To drink more. It's so hot, guys. Sub count is a bit over 9,000. Guys, if you're also excited for the Neely's Apartment Cup and want to help me out to not lose too much money, 100% of the donations will go into the refunding of that tournament. How are you today? Sweaty. I hope you're doing better, Jared. I promise my next Prime sub if that helps. Everything helps, man. But you don't need to do that. Here, you internet beggar. I met a guy like 3 weeks ago, and I told him, yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer, and he said like, oh, so you are like internet whoring. I didn't completely disagree, but I kind of took it as an insult nonetheless. Yeah. So let's just jump into game number 6, shall we? It is... Is it off for $5? No. It's against the terms of conduct. Show us your cleavage, man. It's not that cleavage. Cleavage. Oh wait, I need to sneeze and then we can jump. Oh, it will still come. Oh, okay, let's just jump into the game and I will sneeze during the game. And we'll have Scandinavia, and ACCM is going for the pretty standard Mongols here. You have 3 boars on this map and
for
some deer.
NAC, hope the RBTV will use this chance.
They will, and I hope so as well. Thank you so much, random guy, for the $5 flying in. And as we all know, 3 boars and a lot of deer, allowing Mongols to be a very strong civilization. But Mangudais are super bad against what this civilization could have in store for us. The Berbers, for Mr. Yo. Drop the soap behind your chair. Did I? Come on, it's compliment. She thinks you're good looking and people would pay for it. It was a he. Or is Rock Beans TV going to do the tournament? Well, we won't have a game during Friday. Or only like Friday evening. And we'll join them at Rage of Empires with the whole crew. I'm not sure if everyone wants to play, but I think it's pretty likely. So at least Viper, Jordan, Tato will join the party. I will be there, and well, we will see what we can do. I would pay to have my body oiled by Nile. Well, give me your price ideas. All the money goes into NAC pool. What are you going to eat? Well, the NAC pool also includes food costs. This Friday? No, not this Friday. NAC Friday. $0.50. The other day I watched a documentary, like one of the toughest prisons in America. And I really love those. And they had one prison where they had food cost per prisoner per day at 40 cents. And even the guard dogs had like $1.10 or something. So close to 3 times that. 40 cents.
I will donate for a bag of Doritos and 3 Bud Lights.
Well, we won't drink Bud Lights because they said they wanted to drink something that tastes, and also includes alcohol. But I will, a lot of Doritos. We can achieve that. Maybe some other beer. I didn't want to say other beer, other water. Thank you so much for the $11. Okay, more and more boars flying in. Seems like people will wall this map quite heavily. It is easy to wall from time to time, and I'm getting a high from Alpha Breaking. Let's see what he has to say to me. Probably, love your stream. How can I donate? Nothing. Just a hi. Friendly. Wishing me a beautiful day. Hi to you as well. Both players going for a defensive dog. 9.5 the uptiming here for ACM, and he wanted to go for sneak dog, or what was that? Well, won't really happen. Scout around here, and well, Yo will be walled completely. Did he include his deer? Yes, he did. ACM at the moment, not go. Oh, he missed his deer. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, those are, like, honestly, they're super far away. Normally it's way closer than that. Okay, and 3 forward villagers. We have 4 on gold, now 3 on stone. So we will see some aggression from ACCM against Mr. Yo coming up. Fight for the hill continues, but once ACCM gets fuel age, he should win this one quite easily. Now 3 more HP as well. I think you should drink main water. It's perfect in Germany. Mines? Did you wanted to write mines? Maybe rent stadium of HSV. They don't really need that anymore. Oh, not a bad idea. Well, Influencer, they can still get drafted later on, right? If you play the qualifier, it doesn't mean you have no chance of getting drafted later on. So maybe after AM doesn't qualify, Tyrant will take MBL as a mascot or something. Can I drink tap water in Germany? Yeah, it's one of the best in the world. Very strict rules for tap water quality in Germany. You should never build the dock first, because this whole time he does not have 150 wood for the dock. He should always just build a palisade and let the villager walk. And for now, look at that, he could build an archery range behind this with the same amount of wood. That's not bad. Will you buy Astra for them? Well, maybe one tray. You have to think about that. At the moment, I'm thinking about buying 14 trays of beer. Might buy some coals for shine as well. We will see. Tower in range. This will get tricky for Mr. Yo. This will get really tricky. And well, he won't be able to FC this. Oh, idle villagers here. Okay. Well, that's fixed for now. That's a good tower by ACM as well. And he just needs to focus. That's bad. Needs to focus the tower down. Shooting the house for too long. Why is he doing this? Angry Nelly. Okay, now he's always focusing the villager, and every time they're getting the focus off from the tower. But why is he not simply taking the tower? This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Why do people still not know about that? Yeah, probably one tray of Astra is going to be included. Astra's for Doubt and Nico with this. Well, that's not enough for a whole tray. But I will buy them 2 6s. Thank you so much. I will. Nico and Doubt will get those monies. Or not those monies. The beer from those monies. Thank you so much. Reaper 690. Oh, ACM. Look at how little those towers did. Oh, and he did the right moves, if you ask me. Buy empty bottles and refill with Oettinger. That's cheaper, right? Actually, the Radler of Oettinger and the malt beer, it's not that bad. The, how is it called? Is it wheat beer? Something like that. No, it's not wheat beer. Huh. Like, the Pils is really bad for Oettinger though. Okay, now ACM is going for the wall-in strategy. Okay, wants to buy himself somewhat time as it seems. Wants to control that area though as well. Scouts at the top and interesting. Okay. Looks like that's the future. Yo, buying 100 food. Look at his resources, 400. I think he don't need those. He doesn't need those 5 villagers in the tower anymore. These are on that side. Just those 2 towers aren't really doing much. I think having the villagers work is much better. On the other side,
It's not much, but it's something. Looking forward to Nilly's apartment cup. Smiley face.
thank you so much. And it clearly is something. And it's much. It doesn't matter how much you donate. Simply the gesture is so nice to me. So thank you so much, Mr. Joppy Zok. Oh god, that's one of the worst things being a caster. You have to pronounce those names. Joppy Zok. Something like that. Thank you so much, mate. Only allowed to make within 25 tiles of your GC. Well, that's not good. I have an idea about Wills not adding arrows to towers would be interesting. Well, that... Well, then it's tougher for them to defend. Okay. Clearly is something. Clearly is. Going for a lot of stone here, ACCM. Does he want to go for manganese? I don't see that as a great option. Lots of extra gold, by the way, here. Huh. Somewhat confused. Why would you go manganese against burbs? Oh, maybe you need to go for something, yeah. Joshua prepares archers and you can't defend at all. Yeah. It's sometimes... like, scouts become so much weaker then. Because if, like, you go defensive archers, he goes aggressive scouts, and then transition into a tower rush. That gets really tricky. Yeah. Oh.
Greetings, mister.
Ah, maybe they detected that it's not English, although it's not German. Thank you so much, Peter. Just exclamation mark NAC, and you'll know what the hype is all about. Will include the best 6 European players battling it out for a week in my apartment. And they will cast, they will play, they will enjoy life. And yeah. I think it will be a great event. Peter, an old friend from my old school days. We went to the same class, I believe, 7th, 8th and 9th grade or something like that. And stayed good friends after that as well. Nice, still living in the palace? Well, not really a palace. TO 1, right? Well, is ACCM rushing to Imp? Otherwise it wouldn't make sense, right? The strategy. Well, he's not adding any CC, so kind of looks like it. Well, then I like this arena kind of style here. The arena, lol. Full stone walls everywhere. Patterns could be evil for him. I think another house here would be pretty sexy. I don't like that he's going for fletching now. I think just rushing imp makes more sense. Huh, interesting. And Yo is playing this one extra TC for now. Water control a bit better for ACCM, but didn't really add any fishing ship there. Neither did he on that, do that on that side. Now some mango dice, but they won't do much. Oh, tricky, tricky, tricky. Which I count pretty even. I think market abuse makes so much more sense now. Tough spot. Tough spot, I have to say. On the other side, we have 43 food here, going for the 30C. And, well, Justice, can he somehow defend this off? I think just rushing 6 villagers and try to get stone walls up would be the better option, but it seems like Yo isn't taking good care here. And he just bought himself, well, another 400 HP, and ACM will click up any second towards the Imperial Age. And then the trap war will start. Oh, not the trap war. Well, actually, he will get traps, and Mr. Yo won't. Now dropping with the points, and Yo should know. Oh, just a minute ago it was 2.9 to 2.5k, and my score increased and yours did not. What are you up to? Nilly's Palace Cup better? That would be a nice name as well, right? Nilly's Bedroom Cup. Well, I will deconstruct my bed, so not really my bedroom anymore, right? My stream room, players area, something like that. But yeah, it would be a better Kappa Pride name for sure. Oh, nice move here. Kind of anticipating that we will have, oh, something like that. Oh, tree hop. Yep. And he's through. Ah, but Walt probably will be in time. And, well, let's say it's set off. Some 140 HP, that's okay-ish. And yeah, what is Mr. Yo going for? Oh, simply only one ram. That's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, does Mr. Yo know what we're looking at? Well, he's still queuing up villagers. Mangonel, no night production. I think Mr. Yo will lose his castle. Don't really see him controlling that. We'll have the hill advantage for ACCM as well. Mikasa a 2 cup. When I saw Elani event, it reminds me of Home Story Cup. Yeah, that's kind of a part of the inspiration there for sure. And I, in the old days, even wrote take that I wanted to include Age of Empires at the Home Story Cup. But he said, well, it's not really what our community wants to see. Thank me for messaging him. Which is something, right? Okay, we need to start firing the traps now. Heavily behind when it comes to villagers. Mangonel, let's take a look. Okay. Focuses down that ram. He's somewhat okay-ish. The range of the Mangonel. And oh, that's Miss Micro by ACCM. Trap. Uh-oh, he was idle for a bit. Can you maybe save this? I don't think so. Only 6 on stone as well, so you cannot repair that castle. Maybe wants to build another one in the back. Now goes for Bloodlines Ballistic. So he actually wants to stay on Camel Archers. Oh, killing his own knight, Ripperino. Just do it yourself, nearly. Well, that's a slogan that I could include. Hope you don't have a copyright on that one, Peter. Okay, second trap up. What is Mr. Yo going for? Now sending some more on stone indeed, yeah. So we are... Oh, janitors! Yeah, janitors are a good option as well. And wanderers. And that as well. Oh, so maybe skirms could be an option for ACM now? Huh. Oh, well, it's important that he doesn't move in there. Husbandry and dumping. Well, those could be strong for sure. Very defensive castle, I love that. 1 against 0 castles and going for onagers. ACCM with 50 villagers, 32 behind here. Kind of forcing Mr. Yo to go back onto knights? Huh. Okay. All that he's mass building houses. Kind of knows that he will lose some ground at the front now. The Mangudais, what are they seeing? He still doesn't know what his enemy is going for. What could be around here? Still controlling all the backshore as well. Map control heavily in favor of ACM. Score very even. Way better eco here for Mr. Yo. What units is he going for though? It's still only janitors. Chemistry, brazier. Just needs to snipe down that ram, then he's completely fine. Same range as the camel archers. Now even chemistry. Oh, Mr. Yo. Yo should win it. Should he really? Not that much more space for farms as well. Well, he can, yeah, he can still add 20. That's not a problem. Uh-oh, stone walls here. Might need to send some onagers over. Maybe some larger walls around could have been something as well. And oh, this leaves his front very exposed here. Yeah, will you snack 1 TC? Okay, come archers, can you maybe lure them into doing some stupid stuff here? Mangudais. Well, he will snipe some. Since they're focusing down the walls. And onager shots, can they get good hits in? I don't think that was enough. Okay, that was okay. And those, well, those are great. Good stuff here. And, well, Yo not taking care at all here. And losing 3-4 camel archers. Only killing 2 villagers. Could have been even worse. But that was pretty sexy for sure. At the same time, onagers still doing their job over here. And 2 volleys off. Onagers pretty good to kill anything. Now the light cav tag maybe should focus down the stable. Could that be an option? Oh, onager count pretty low though. Let's take a look what they can do. Well, needs to repair those onagers as well. Tricky stuff. Yo, lots of stone here as well. Maybe bombard cannons to go to this, and 40 villagers the advantage here for Mr. Yo. It feels like he is still in control. Mangudais, oh, and might need to move in to kill. Oh, nice ground attack here! And those camel archers are now pretty low. ACM could maybe even move in here if he sees that how much damage he did, and that's what he's doing. Needs to move away. Bombard cannon tries to micro down against the onager. And suddenly military count 24 to 6, now up to 9. So the production is rolling, but still ACM very efficient here. 35 villagers down. Tries to get some hits against the bombard cannon though. Oh, tricky repairing. That's costly. Oh, he gets back in time. Okay. Long distance snipe there, but the damage output is just so solid. But onagers, they keep doing their work for sure. chemistry. Focusing down that tower, another castle as well. That still stands strong. Phew, this is a very one-dimensional push, but feels like it could maybe achieve something. Oh, so tough for Mr. Yo to micro at all times. But looks like he is doing quite a good job with that. Oh, another Onager shot though. Wow, what an intense game, guys. So 40 villagers the advantage. Can he go on? Can he get the mass light cav out? Numbers cheaper for the Berbers. Yeah, siege engineers, a bit of a too expensive upgrade here. Oh, Onager shots. Nomad cannon getting another hit. Can he maybe return the kill here? No, killing a villager. Oh, losing so many onagers. Oh, and another one. And ACCM's eco is simply too bad. Let's take a look how many we have. Enough light cav, production continues, and how many TC. So we have still 1 TC only from ACCM. He plays this full aggression. Onager shot against the camels did hit. In the end, oh, going down. Oh, and only now going for ballistics as well. Yeah, I'm not getting ready by having map control. Kind of hurting him as well, but he never got the monastery as well. This looks like Mr. Yo's game. Now he tries to go in, will snipe that bombard cannon, but what losses. 3 mango dice going down there. That's a good trade, but not the one he needed. And the castle will go down as well. +2 defense soon on those light cap. And then he will rush in. I believe the traps can never really be sniped again. Just praying that one onager is good enough. I think against a very weak player that's a viable strategy, but once players know how to micro properly, those onagers just go down too easily. And look at that, just dodging all the shots here. The castle is going down and ACM just completely running out of steam and probably running out of chances to win this game. Will you play yet? Everyone except Nikov. Now going for the barracks for the first time, so that even tells you that we don't have husbandry, we don't have bloodlines. But we have more traps moving forward. Onagers want to get a shot up, but they actually need a shot against the camel archers. Oh, nice ground attack here. What are we seeing now? Anticipating the move to the right hand side. Light cav moving in, only one onager left. And well, gets another camel archer, but now completely out of onagers. The castle will go down. Well, onager, well, if he can get 2 more shots in, that might buy him quite a lot of time. 1 down, he actually needed to take the center. 1 would have been better, but still 2 traps up, and that's enough for ACCM to have no more production. Elite camel archer flying in for Mr. Yo, and he will take the first win. ACCM after this castle probably will resign. That was his last hope in this game. Onager shots, even if they connect now. 40 villagers behind. Map control not that important anymore, simply because Yo will push out any second now. Oh, another try, but that was it. G2, the G should be flying in any second here. ACM still trying to micro his heart out, but this game is over. Surprised that ACM is still playing in this one, even building another archery range. What is he thinking? Does he feel like Yo's only 1 TC? And he didn't look the score. That's so weird. ACM, he must feel no exhaustion. He already played a solid 5 games in this tournament. That's weird. He still wants to continue and drag this one out, which he clearly cannot win anymore. I'm surprised, how does he not see that? Lead camera archer, now he's going for crossbows. What is going on? Am I missing something? This game is so incredibly over. Oh, defensive tower. ACM is still in full tryhard mode. Another Orniter down. ACM is gonna win, and if you disagree, you're crazy. Well, then I'm crazy. Maybe saving the best opponent for last isn't the best in a 4-hour series. Potentially. Mongols can win with the Spreaders, but need siege ramps. But even then, like, how are you ever really moving forward with the siege ramps? What are protecting those siege ramps? Or what is protecting those siege ramps? How do you see it? Out of that gold now. Guys, I update the scoreboard. This is just a joke. Mongol pikemen, yeah, indeed. Oh, Arbalest probably will even finish. And GG. Okay. And we will only have one more game left. Let's see. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Got value on that will. Punching the camel before dying. Tja. So guys, today I will give you coaching how to get on my ignore list on Woobly. You have to invite me into a game, that won't help, nudge me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, message me twice, message me 3 times, nudge me again, and that's, my friends, how it works. Vibe and Yo, same 1v1 rate. Okay, last game. And we'll see what we have. Bedouins left. Well, that kind of is in Indians War, right? So Mr. Yo took the win. And well, we don't really need to do the X's anymore. It has to be. Well, Chinese are still an option as well. Yeah, Chinese is still okay on Bedouins as well. Viper came over here. Wants to cast that series as well, or what? I want to see how Nico is doing. Nice scoreboard, nearly. Thanks. Who will play next? It will be ACM versus Nikov, the last game of the day. Who are you predicting to win this tournament? Yo or Nikov? Remember that Vivi got replaced by Jinghua. Was this just a Civ win? The last one? Kind of felt a bit like it, right? Glove won't even win one match outside of Nomad. Okay. Spectacle starting, guys. Okay, I will look up air conditioners on Amazon. Are 4 points out of 7 a good result? Well, puts you into the top 4, right? If you... Should be okay, surely. Oh, well, I didn't sneeze last game. Okay, let's jump into game number 7, the last one, and it will be Bedouins, and we will have 2 different civilizations. Remember, guys, that I believe Leary against the Viper played Bedouins as well on the Escape Gaming finals in Cologne, and they picked Chinese, I believe. So Indians? Maybe not number 1. Why would you pick Indians? They have better fishing for your villagers, so that's pretty impressive. Why would you pick Chinese? Well, you have 3 extra villagers, meaning you can get on that fish earlier, and your TC is simply built faster. Why only these guys made it into the cup? Invitation only. And maybe they asked other players, but they couldn't commit. For example, Viper is moving, Jordan needs to work at that times, Jout wouldn't wake up at those early times, and I wouldn't know why Tedo couldn't do it. Maybe he had a day off or something. Jacob doesn't start collecting food before finishing TC. Well, that's simply not optimal for sure. Cannot everyone be as perfect as you, Influencer? I just think he's gonna win some Nomad. Lol. Oh god, I'm so excited for NAC, guys, you won't believe it. Killer B confirmed, Eddie will come over, Skiddle will come over. It will be so good. Oh. Really, really excited. Today is the first game? Yes. The first master is ACCM. So if you want to see more of that, the next 7 days, always 12 GMT start, or more like Chinese scheduling, punctuality, 12:30 start. I probably should remove that score command, because like score is clearly at the top, and I only have it if I play it once someone we want, so people get confused. Oh, some boars. I hope that ACM isn't going for those. It's such like standard play to go for boars, but actually boars are slower than fishing ship, so he should not go for it. Maybe just wants to find those sheep and get some map control. That doesn't make sense. Bedouin's best side beside Nomad? I don't think so. I think it's very one-dimensional as well. Eddie at NAC can't be great for John in the clubs. Oh, that's true. Well, Eddie is like still French, right? John should perform okay. I'm not sure in how many clubs we will go, honestly.
Namaste.
Adesh? Namaste.
Oh, okay, well, I'm a bit confused. Well, got a message. Oh, well, that's an unfortunate woodline here. Only 2 tiles thick. I think Jordan will stay out in Nerd. I will see. Especially if, like, he loses some. I wouldn't be surprised if he sits down and just tries to practice more during those days. If he, for example, loses the first 2 days. Waller, says ACCM. And Nikov, who now waited for a solid... How long is it? Close to 4 hours. Ay, guys. Sometimes my brain is really weird sometimes when something... Sorry for being so distracted. I just got a message that's really confusing me, but I need more time to figure out what was going on there. And well, Nikov with the solid uptime here, as it seems, played this pop 20 against ACCM, who's later and played pop 18, and yeah, then my head completely overflows and I don't really know what I want to talk about because I'm always thinking about the other thing. But that, I believe, is just a human thing, and I really just should never watch my phone when I cast. But actually, it helped out today already that I checked it to save Killer Bee's flight, so...
Rogan?
Don't judge
Hey,
me too hard.
Millie.
Hey, Dishan AOE, thank you so much for supporting the NAC. Hope you have a wonderful day, mate. Jesus Christ, is anyone from Germany and can recommend an air conditioner on Amazon? Make my life so much easier. Mortal Rush from ACM, he is behind by a solid 6 pop at the moment. Dots around, Spearman in the back. Oh, how's it? Actually, is that a real 1 HP? No, it's 0%. Okay. Just felt like the village already started. No, I think it has to be N2, right? And Nikov around at the moment, still 0 kills. Still a lot of sheep around here, but that's obviously not the food income source that you're really looking for. Now Blacksmith here from ACM, that's a bit surprising to me. Does he go forward with the Spearman here? Maybe I want to see Nikov adding some Spearman as well, but he is housed at the moment, focusing that one down without any losses. So that's actually the first kill of the game. And some outposts here, so he kind of knows every step of ACM at the moment. Oh, and this looks, I believe it's a better engagement for Nikov, although Spearman number 3 is now coming over, so maybe Nikov needs to retreat this, now focuses that one down, and in the end, this looked better for Nikov. How is he winning those trades? ACM, well, he felt like he had more Spearman, but they didn't take the best engagement here. Well, fighting under TC is not an option for Nikov as well, and... oh. Nice spot for Nikov for sure that he is in the controlling position. Archer range now from him, maybe some transition into gold, indeed. And we will see some archers at it. And those will be pretty deadly against ACCM. We're already building an aggressive tower, so that will be tricky for him. It's to stay on mass scouts, I'd say. Nikov in a good position here for sure to take full control. On archer range, I wouldn't even mind the second archer range, but he wants to go for fletching first, it seems. He can squeeze us in some skirms. Maybe he wants to... Well, that tower... Okay. Maybe he wants to... What do I want to say? Go into castle age a bit quicker than I thought. Oh.
Rogan?
You can start an air conditioner fund Nilla Kappa. Also, the current donation amount was annoying me. LUL.
LUL. Thanks so much, Don. And yeah, no, I will just buy an air conditioner. And if it's a good one, I will need to buy probably a second one then. I never ever had one in my life. I think we always used fans. Huh. Okay, scouts now around. Let's take a look if Nikov... Well, he would be fine if he just sacrifices 3 skirmishes and not lose any villagers. He has 1 spearman around. See, well, walling around those is not that big of an investment, but easy to screw up. Very easy to screw up. And yeah, as you can see. That's still open. Okay, yeah. But scouts are around. Spearman will lose his life without doing any damage, really, not even a single hit. And well, that scout just fought down the palisade and ACCM. Oh, yo, just losing so much here. This looks so sexy for Mr. Nikov here. ACCM, he has 250 food. Well, he's building another scout here, staying on some spearman +1 defense for him now. And oh, he has +1 attack on his scout. Okay, big fight here, but archers obviously, like, not the biggest fighter. 3 archer ranges, so he will transition into mass archers, or will it be CA? Normally in battlings you see people going for food intense units like Nazis, simply because your food income is just so big, and yeah, that switches the balance off a bit, and knights become a bit stronger than archers, and he stops going for archers now, so we'll be CAs later on. And well, Chinese CA, something we don't see too often. On the other side, ACCM, 500 food, 120 gold, and keeps queuing up more scouts. That's so weird. Obviously, crosswind upgrade and botkin arrow is something we kind of need to see. But after that, yeah, indeed, we will see C8. Spearman now at the front. Where did all the scouts go? Did they lose their life? Don't really know. Lots of exposed villagers over here. And I hear a boar. Oh, Spearman rush against the boar. Now going for the market is ACCM here. And the boar probably loses aggro now, yeah. Okay. Well, Chinese is still probably better than Indians, guys. Make sure villagers are really strong. As I said before, I feel Chinese could be the stronger Civ. You'd only go for Indians if... I already picked Chinese on another map. Yeah. And I believe ACCM picked Chinese on Nomad. maybe going Mayans or Persians there, and then Chinese on this one. Would have made more sense. Villager down. Oh, so many CAs now. I'm a bit surprised that we don't see bloodlines yet. Oh god, needs to run with all his villagers. Still 2 towers to kind of save those. Now going for husbandry. Oh god, more villagers going down, and well, actually the difference isn't that great, but military count is just brutal as well. 20 to 10, and those CAs, they will just shred this down. Now going for a ram even. And ACCM, well, he lasted quite a bit in the game against Mr. Yo, or at least like did take some time to resign. This time he does that a bit earlier, and we'll have 3 wins for ACCM after he was the master here on today's matches. Nikov just too convincing. Well, he had the rest of 4 hours, then the better Civ, and just took full control of it. Nice early aggression. ACM, not the greatest engagement there with the Spearman. And then Nikov, one of the strongest player that we have in this game, just rolled over him. So then let's update the final score. We have Nikov with 1 win as well. And that will be the result for the day. Jinghua winning, Yo winning, Nikov and the Max winning. The losers of today were Lux with somewhat of a throw, I would say. Elise on Islands, and Paladins on Arabia with a heavy misplay, if you ask me, as well. So now all maps are an option again for our next master, who will be released tomorrow. So we will see about that then. I hope you all had a wonderful day.